back to my channel. I'm so excited, like very excited to be back with this particular video, and I'm glad you're on my channel watching this video. Alright guys, so I made a video 3 days ago talking about our fears. I talked about some of the fears we experience in our day-to-day life as humans, and I'm not sure if you watched that video, but if you did not, just pause this video and go check out the video on my channel. It's the most recent video before this particular one. So when you're done watching that one, you can come back and continue watching this one, because you sure want to, understand the two. You want to understand the possible fears, and you want to understand how to overcome the fears, because you do not just want to realize, okay, these are the fears, I have those fears and all of that. You also want to know how to overcome the fears, because it is not a good thing to experience living everyday life with a particular fear of something you want to do, something you think you should be doing, but because of fear you are not doing it. It's really not a good feeling to live it. Okay, so looking at the title of this video, already you can see we are talking about how we can overcome our fears. So that is basically it for this video, and I'm going to be giving 3 to 4 points. Okay, I'm going to be giving 4 points in total on how we can overcome our fear. And the number one of it is you have to face your fear. Facing your fear is something you must have heard maybe numerous times. I'm not sure how many times you must have heard it, but this is something a lot of people will tell you. When you tell them, I'm scared of this and I'm scared of that, people will tell you, learn to face your fear. When someone says learn to face your fear, it simply means learn to start doing that thing you are scared of doing. Build yourself to start to do that particular thing you think you are scared of doing. Now, don't get me wrong, we understand that you are scared of doing it, and at the same time I'm telling you to start to do it. I'm not trying to say that you are going to do it with all the boldness and all the courage and all the perfection, but the point is you really need to start. Because one thing about life is, it is a step and then another step and then another step. It is gradually. It is one step after another. So when someone says you should start, or what I mean by you should start, it means take the first step. Instead of just sitting down there and saying, I'm scared, I can't do it. Do the most little one you can do. Just do it. You're probably going to just do 1% of that thing out of the 100% you are supposed to do. But at least you have done 1%. And when you've done 1%, you have built a certain level of courage that helps you to take another step to 2%. So in place of that 1%, in place of fear, you have taken out 1% of fear and replaced it with 1% of courage. And the more you build your courage, you realize the more you are able to move forward. So that is the main reason why the word start or face your fears is mostly emphasized. It is very much emphasized, because you definitely have to start moving. You can't just be one place. Whatever your fears could be, are you scared of doing a particular thing? Are you scared of starting up a particular thing? Just do it. Whatever way you can do it, do it. I'm not saying you're going to be perfect at it. You may not even win at it, but at least you have had an experience of what it feels like. Because if you don't start, you are simply you're scared of the unknown. You don't even know what is involved. It's just your imagination. You don't even have an experience. You don't even understand anything about it. Everything you know about it is basically your imaginations, your assumptions. So when you start, you have an experience. And when you have an experience about something, there is a level of courage that has been built. So that is the importance of face your fears. The number 2 thing you should do when you have scared of something or doing something, I don't know, but what you should do when fear is involved, number 2 thing is to be a logical thinker. You want to be logical in your thinking, because this thing called fear is your mind, is your mindset. Everything starts from the mind. It is your thinking. It is how you choose to perceive that particular thing. It is not because that is how it is. It is not because that is 100% what it's going to look like at the end of the day. It is It is just how you have chosen to perceive it. Now, when I say become logical in your thinking, when you start to think of these things, when your mind tells you that when I do it, it's going to turn out like this. Try to think, when it turns out like this, what next happens? Do not just think of the present, think of the future. When you are thinking, when you are having a plan, when you are scared of doing something, when there is something you want to do, but there is this fear that grips you, make sure that you don't just think of that present moment. Keep asking yourself until you think about the future. Keep asking yourself further questions. Make sure that you find a way to analyze these things. Answer the questions. If I do it and people give this opinion, so what next happens? Where do I go from there? What could possibly be their opinion? If they give that negative opinion, so what could I do next to push ahead? I'm not going to die when they give a negative opinion. If I give a try on that try and I do not win, what if I try and I do not win on it at that first time? What next do I do? What if I try and it chooses to bend this way? What next could I do? What if I try and this thing, so whatever happens, whatever your mind is telling you that could happen, ask yourself, if that thing happened, how do I move from there? Make your plans, and do not make your plans based on just the present. Make your plans based on the present and the future. Because here you are trying to build your courage and confidence. That is the thing that is making you scared. You don't have the courage to move. You don't have the courage to do. You don't have enough courage. You are not confident enough. So you definitely have to do those things that build your courage and confidence, and which is facing your fears, being a logical thinker. And number 3 of them is going to be positive in your thoughts. So when you are thinking about these things, when you're trying to face your fears, make sure that you are positive in your thoughts. You don't want to bring in negativity. Negativity is a very bad thing that could damage a lot of things in our life as humans. And you don't want to allow negativity to come in contact with whatever you are going to do, or whatever action you have chosen to take as a person. You definitely don't want to let negativity come into it. So when you think about this, then tell yourself, I can do it. You have to believe in yourself. You are building your confidence at this point. Tell yourself, I can do it. If I do it, it's going to turn out great. If I do it, I'm going to win. If I do it, I'm going to be victorious and successful. If I do it, it's going to be a win-win for me. If I go out there, do you have fears of facing the crowd? If I do it, I will go out there and pull the crowd. There is a reason why people who are not intelligent enough walk out there to speak, and they confidently say trash, things that doesn't even make any sense. It is because of the confidence they have in themselves. It is because they are positive that when I go out there, I'm going to win. So when they go out there, they keep saying whatever they think they have to say, because all their mindset is, I know this thing, I'm going to win. So it is this positivity, this confidence that makes them go out there to do that thing. So imagine yourself being positive, which brings us to the number 4 point, which is learning. This positivity and learning to acquire more knowledge is going to go a great way, or a long way, to boost your confidence as a person. Now you are positive and you acquire knowledge, which is the number 3 and number 4. You are positive and you acquire knowledge. Imagine you know something to a certain level, and then you are very, very sure of yourself. Trust me, there are a lot of things you will start to do, and then you want to keep doing and want to keep doing until you achieve a very high amount of greatness. You definitely want to keep learning. You want to acquire knowledge. You don't want to stop, because there is no point in life where you're like, I'm done knowing everything. I know it, so I don't need to learn anymore. Trust me, you are going to keep learning every day. It is a continuous system in life, learning. So the more you boast your knowledge, the more you feel you know about a particular thing, the more you feel you understand how to go about a particular thing, the more you feel you understand the principles about a particular thing, the more confidence you have and the more willingness you have to stand before that thing. And as you acquire this knowledge, you want to be positive. So you said in number 3, and everything just works together. In short, everything works together. You face your fears, you are logical in your thoughts, you are positive. As a person, you keep learning and acquiring knowledge. You are courageous enough to stand before that thing. You are confident enough that you can do. You are confident enough that you can do it. At the end of the day, you will realize that there are a lot of things you are starting to do, and you are not just starting, you keep doing, you keep doing, you keep doing, you keep doing, and you keep achieving greatness, you keep achieving greatness. Sometimes we don't achieve greatness at the first try, we don't achieve it at the second try, but as long as you continue trying, as long as you continue to face that particular thing you think you should be doing, at the end of the day, you are definitely going to achieve greatness. There is no two way about it. So that is just it. That is it. That is it. And you realize that you are not going to be scared of doing that thing anymore. You are going to be doing it with all confidence. You're going to be doing it with all boldness. So if we do apply these techniques, if we do apply these principles on our day-to-day life in whatever that we are scared of doing, I believe at the end of the day, we will all somehow overcome our fears. I hope this point will be very helpful to you watching this video right now, and it's going to be helpful to me as well. Please do not forget to turn on the notification bell so that you can be notified when I upload more videos. On this channel, I talk about how we can motivate ourselves as humans in different aspects. I talk about education, life of a student, different ways you can help yourself as a student. I talk about I do live vlog, and of course further activities. We have to keep pushing. Yeah, I'm glad you are watching this. I'm glad you've watched to this point. Do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. I'll catch you on my next upload. One love.